Hello class. Today we are going to study about before that let me recapitulate the previous classes that we have done. In our last class, in our last classes we have seen that about quantum numbers. And we also came to know that how we can find down the all the quantum numbers. Principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum and spin quantum number by using the formulas. Okay. Now today we are going to see the shape of different orbitals, shape of S, P, D and F. F orbital, the shape of S orbital is very complicated, so we do not have to study about it. So we'll study about only S, P and D orbital. So the shape of S orbital are spherical in shape. So as you can see in the diagram, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, it goes on like that. So the shape of S orbital is spherical in shape. Okay. Next, shape of d orbitals. D orbitals. Shape of p orbital. Okay. After this, we'll go for D. Shape of p orbital is Dumbell shape. Dumbell. Okay. That we used in the G manual to increase the strength as well as the muscle of the arms. So in case of p orbital, we have got three subcells, as we know. Okay, in p orbital we have got three subcells. One is px. So px orbital is Dumbell shape along x orbital, x-axis along x-axis, py along y-axis and pz along z-axis. So you can see the diagram. In the diagram you can see that we have taken in three-dimensional space x, y and z. So when it is 2px, then the Dumbell shape is along x orbital, and if it is py, then it is along y axis, and if it is z, then it is along z axis. Next, shape of d orbital. So the shape of d orbital is double Dumbell shape, so you'll have two Dumbells now. And d orbitals, we have got five subcells: dxy, dxz, dyx, dyz, dyz. Then you'll have dx square minus y square, and then dz square. Okay, so these are the five subcells of d orbitals, and their diagram is given as follows. Okay, you can see that in case of dxy we have got x and y orbital, so the Dumbell shape will be in between that axes x and y. In case of dxz, the two Dumbells will be along in between the two axes. In case of dx square minus y square, we'll have the double Dumbell along that axis only, along x-axis and along y-axis. That will be dx square minus y square. Next, you'll have, in case of dyz, you'll have the orbitals in between y and z. And finally, in dz square orbital, we have got the orbitals along z axis. Okay, so these are the shape of different s, p and d orbitals. Next, electronic configuration of elements. In our lower classes we have learned how to write down the electronic configuration of elements. Now in class 11, it is completely different way of writing the electronic configuration. So we'll learn how to write down the electronic configuration. Before that, we need to have idea about this one very important principle, which is known as Aufbau Principle. Aufbau is a German word which means building up. According to Aufbau Principle, the electrons are filled in various orbitals in order of their increasing energies. Now to understand this statement, we'll take a diagram with the help of a diagram. Say for example, this is the diagram. Over here in this diagram, what we have done is we have drawn the bubbles, we can say. So in the first row we have got 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s. Okay, in the second row, just beside the 2s we have got 2p, 3s 3p, 4s 4p, 5s 5p, 6s 6p, and 7s 7p. So just exactly here we don't have 1p. Okay, so it starts from 2p. Similarly, d will starts from 3. Okay, so once again 3d will be exactly in the same line as 3s and 3p, 3d, 4d, 5d, 6d, and 4f exactly in the line of 4. Okay, now over here, now to remember how the electrons are filled up in their orbitals in the increasing order of energies. Okay, so what you need to do is from the top you just need to draw an arrow from the top. Okay, so when you just draw an arrow from the top, first it will touch 1s, then it will touch 2s, then 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, 4d, 5p, 6s. Like that it goes on. Now the order from where we have come just now. Okay, so the different orbitals in the increasing order of energies are 1s, then 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, 5s, 4d, 5p, 6s, 4f, and 5d. Okay, so this will be the increasing order of the energy. That means when you filled up the electrons, first you will fill 1s, then you will fill 2s, then you will fill 2p, 3s, 3p, like that. Okay, this is very very important. Okay, this part is very important because in our next classes we'll be learning how to write down the electronic configuration by using this order. So please remember this order of increasing energies. So today's assignment number 16. So first question is write the name and draw the shape of the following orbitals: s orbital, p orbital, and d orbital. Second question is state Aufbau principle, and the third question is write the order of different orbitals in the increasing order of energies. So complete this assignment and send it in my mail.